So today we're going to be doing more SOHCAHTOA stuff, and I know you guys are super excited about that. But today we're going to be talking about finding missing sides using SOHCAHTOA. We're going to be focusing on sine. So if we remember back to last week, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, make it look like an H. So we always got to remember to look from wherever angle they're giving us. So for our example, it's in the bottom corner. Opposite is always across from that angle, and our hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Okay? So, before we actually start on the examples, on these, if you notice, on all A, B, and C, the missing side has an H. First off, if you want to put an X there, go for it. If you want to put some other letter there, go for it. H in this case doesn't stand for hypotenuse. That would be a lowercase h. Since it's an uppercase H, it's talking about height. So just don't get confused. Again, if it's easier to change the letter to like an X or something, do it. Whatever helps you get through these problems. That's all I care about. So we're going to find whatever angle they're giving us. So in this case, they're giving us a 35-degree angle. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to do sine, and then we're going to put our 35 degrees right after. Then we're going to set that equal to our opposite, which in this case is H, so we're going to put a capital H, over our hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle, and this is 25. So, to solve for this, we have to get H by itself. To do that, we're going to multiply both sides by 25. 25. Ooh, that's a bad 5. These two are going to cancel each other out, so we're just going to be left with H is equal to. And whenever you do this, it's easiest to put that, whatever number you multiply, out front. So 25 sine 35. Because when you go to plug it into your calculator, which, by the way, when it comes to your calculator, when you're doing these, you need to make sure that it is set in degrees rather than radians. Your calculator should already be set up in degrees, but just double check. And if you don't know how to check that, email me and I will help you figure it out. So once you make sure it's in the correct setting, you're just going to put 25, hit sine, and then 35, hit enter, and that will give you your answer. Okay? So, again, you just plug in exactly the way you have it written. And our answer for our first one would be H is equal to 14.34. So, again, you'll plug in exactly how you have it written, hit enter, you'll get an answer. So let's go to the next one. We're going to look for our angle. This case it's 60. So we're going to do, and we're still using sine, so we're going to do sine 60 equals, we're going to look for our opposite, which in this case is H, over our hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle, which is 8. We're going to multiply both sides by 8. Multiply both sides by 8. Our 8's over here cancel out, so we're left with H is equal to 8 sine 60. Ooh, my numbers are running into each other. Going to plug that straight in your calculator. 8 sine 60 equals 6.93. So equals 6.93. Okay? So last one. Again, got to find what our angle is. This case it's 24. 24. And ignore the fact that that says feet. That's a typo. It should be degrees. The feet should be on the 32. That's just a mistake I made. We all know I make mistakes. So, sine 24 equals, then our opposite, which is h, over our hypotenuse, which is across from our right angle, and our right angle here moved, so we've got to pay attention to that. But it's going to be over 32. I'm going to multiply both sides by 32. These 32s are going to cancel out. We're going to be left with h is equal to 32 sine 25. That looks like a 75. Let's fix that 25. I'm going to put that in our calculator. 32 sine 25. And our answer is going to be 13.52. Let's scoot that over. 52. Okay, so that's all you gotta do. Remember, pay attention to where your angle is. Pay attention to your sides. If you want to replace h with something else, you can. Or if it gives you a different letter, don't worry about the letters. Just put whatever letter they give you. Solve. And yeah, just make sure you're paying attention to what sides you're using. And you should be good.